Yes, we meet again. We're gonna have Sunday service this morning. I'm not gonna make this too long, but this is gonna be a split. It's gonna be a multi-layered video. We're gonna touch on a few things. What I'm starting to kind of go to is decoding. Decoding modern women behavior. You can forecast certain behaviors. You can kind of tell what that behavior represents as far as her current mind state, because this is, again, the modern woman and the woman in general. She can only do so many things in the confines of emotions, because you only have a finite amount of emotions. We only have a few. So logic, it has endless possibilities. This is why we can go to space. Having logic and an imagination and intelligence, you have endless possibilities as to where your mind can take you, the things men can get into. You have men that can do some of everything, but you don't have a lot of women that can do a lot of everything, but they're good at a few things. And people ask, well, Dave Master, why would you say that? Well, I say that to say this, that at some point you must acknowledge, or you must be able to interpret a woman's behavior after dealing with them in, different capacities. I would say there is a archetype or a group of men who pretty much were players in their teens, 20s, early 20s. As they got into their 30s, mid 30s, going into the late 30s, you may feel that you lost a step, which you may have. Because if you didn't do the work, if you didn't understand the work that was necessary to keep your sexual market value at the highest peak or the highest level, or to know that your sexual market value comes with age, because as you get older, you should have gotten wiser and more disciplined and more skilled in things that can change your financial situation, your physical appearance, and other things. Your experience, you have more conversation due to more experiences. You have more information to share due to your experiences. But what you're witnessing now, cutting through the small talk, you see this woman, I forgot her name. She has not Persian, she has like a Creole name. I'm not sure what her name is, but this attorney that you see here in this thumbnail was arrested, I'm thinking. Yeah, I think she was arrested because she ran over 4 people due to hearing voices in her head. I did a video a while back predicting that women are going to become more violent. They're going to be a lot more sporadic in their behaviors and their emotions. And here again is another example of that. You have this woman who's an attorney. I'm a PhD from the Kevin Samuels soundbite. She's prestigious. She has, again, she's an attorney. And the irony is she's a personal injury attorney, meaning she would more likely got a call from a client who was hit as a pedestrian. Yet she's the one who has hit a pedestrian. Now she has to represent herself as a criminal. But she more likely will hire outside counsel because she's not, in a position to represent herself in this fashion. But what you're noticing, or what you're seeing, is the house that women built. Women have built a burning house. And this speaks to their delusional resistance to logic. This speaks to their unadulterated narcissism and self-absorption, to where they'll say or do anything to prove themselves right, no matter how wrong it is. So you'll have women building a burning house, using burning pieces of wood to build. When what they'll do, they take the wood, they light it on fire themselves, and they try to still use it. This goes with trying to change men, trying to change the way men think, trying to change what men are. You see this mindset. Again, shout out to Fresh and Fit. You see this daily on their podcast. You have women trying to tell men they're wrong for wanting the same things that they wanted over thousands of years. Well, you shouldn't want that. You should want me because I'm educated. No. Well, you should want me because even though I'm a single mother, I'm still a catch. No. This woman has ran over 4 people because she heard voices. If you notice, and this goes to the last scenario that happened, I think a week or two ago, where the white woman stabbed her black boyfriend, and she's caught on video saying she only dates rich black guys. She stabbed him up, and she's talking about how she heard voices and how she heard, these demons or whatever. You notice they always have an excuse or something spiritual or extraterrestrial or paranormal that influences their behavior. Therefore, it cannot really be calculated, or she's trying to plead as insane because she was emotional and she has come out of the emotional trance. She's looking for any reason or any excuse to use to justify her behavior. When you look on social media, I'm going to start breaking down again the speech and the behavior of modern women. If you notice people who get engaged, or you notice people who are in relationships, you've noticed, and I said this in some of my videos as well, that they brag on their spouse a lot. You notice this? We're going to break down today what bragging on a woman bragging on her boyfriend, husband, etc. What does this imply? If you constantly present on social media and conversation, but then turn around and brag, that is a offset tactic to take away from spending so much time on social media. Because think about this. If I just got engaged or married in a relationship, why in the fuck would I still be so invested in what people are talking about that are not in the position that I'm in? If they're single and I'm not, why would I be so invested in single people's problem when it comes to dating, or relationship issues when it comes to dating, if I'm already in a happy and successful relationship or marriage? Why would I be so concerned or invested in these conversations? But you see their presence, and then on the back end, you see them they throw these slick brags. And what that entails, what that means is that they're so confident in you being their spouse, they know you're not going to leave them. They know you're going to be in pocket like a bitch. I seen a woman say, my husband will be a fool to cheat on me. She thinks she's better than him. You see this, my man will be a fool to leave me. And they're saying this on public platforms. But you catch them in the same week, they're talking about, they're posting screenshots of men with their shirt off, talking about, why is Facebook putting these people in people I know? Bitch, stop playing with me. But the husband or the spouse, he's oblivious to the game. Your woman is posting a screenshot of a man with his shirt off, asking Facebook, why are they recommending this person to you? Why is this even something to discuss? Why is this even an issue? But again, let's go back to the bragging on your spouse. When a woman constantly brags on her relationship or spouse, she knows she has a champion beta. She knows she has a champion beta. In his mind, he gets a little confidence. He gets a little admiration, a feeling of admiration and pride when he sees his woman doing this, but he doesn't know. When a woman brags on her man consistently, she's champion. She knows she has a champion beta. She does this to make him feel as if he has a good woman. No. If your woman was so good, she would not have time to be on Facebook going back and forth over bullshit and then trying to counteract it with bragging on you. She would be in pocket doing what she needs to do to help you achieve your goals that benefit the both of you. She would not have time to be bragging on social media because her ass would be working. Or she would be staying in place and avoiding spaces where single people frequent, which is social media. if you have a bitch, or you have a woman, I'm sorry, you have your queen, and she's constantly on social media talking shit, going back and forth in messages or conversations about relationships, and then you see her bragging on you or trying to include you in the bullshit, she knows she has a beta, and tag, you're it. Because when a woman truly admires a man, she's so caught up in the fact that she has a valuable man that she really doesn't want to brag too much, because she know that other women would be looking for him. When a woman brags consistently on her guy, she knows she has him in pocket like a bitch, and no one can compete. And she knows this by the way you behave. You guys on social media doing this and that. She knows you're in pocket, and she knows no one has a chance in taking you away from her, because how you serve her, not because of how she serves you. Her words mean nothing. Again, I go back to my previous video about Russell Wilson. You had these women coming out in droves talking about if a man that was dressed as Russell Wilson was in that picture was to approach her, they would be ready to fucking go. You cannot believe anything a woman says. This is why you're here. We break down this information in this game for you. Her behavior and what she doesn't do shows who she truly is. You can get some information on who she is by what she does, but it's what she doesn't do. So when you have a woman constantly bragging on her spouse, she looks at him as weak. She knows she's got her one. I have me a fish. But she knows this tactic gives him confidence. She knows this tactic gives him some type of emotional security, because he's going to think, well, my girl, she always shout me out. That don't mean she don't have dudes in her inbox. That doesn't mean she doesn't have a dude in her inbox or in her back. The modern man has become so weak and so easily fooled. Is you see these women having their way. You had these women talking about dildos, showing their bikini in the stories, showing ass and titties 4 to 5 times a week, but talking about the good deeds that their man does. And I'm gonna give you another tidbit. When you see this, when you see the woman constantly posting the sweet gestures that a man is doing for her, or her man is doing for her, this is makeup, meaning he may have made a mistake in her eyes. He more likely cheated, dropped the ball, did something, didn't appreciate her, whatever she's going to make up. This is her way of showing the world that, yeah, I got this nigga back in pocket. I seen a chick say, oh, I love getting flowers every Friday. I love getting the long stem roses that cost $48 a dozen every Friday. She says this to show the world that I got my bitch in pocket, which is my husband or my boyfriend. I'm going to call you new guys Beyonces. This is my Beyonce. Boyfriend, fiance. Because you're not a husband to her. Because if you were, she would respect you and treat you as such. So you guys, you guys' new name will be Beyonce. This is her Beyonce. Bince. You guys don't understand the language. Her behavior. She's posting pictures, constantly doing this. Again, you have women that will go out of their way to post their new beau or potential new beau with a big ass emoji face over their face. A big ass emoji over the man of their dreams. A woman who's with the man of their dreams, she posts him, but she has to put a big smiley face emoji over him, so the world won't know who she's fucking now. Make that make sense. You're the man of her dreams, but she's going to put a big ass sticker over your face because she doesn't want the world to know. How about not just posting you at all and keeping it discreet? This is how you know she's not posting you to show you admiration or investment. She's posting you to get attention and rank amongst her peers, her other single friends that are struggling with men. She has to show, hey, I got mine. Where yours at? It's your turn. You gotta be able to translate and decode the language. When she posts you consistently bragging on you, she does not respect or admire you. You're not the one, because the one is the sneak. The one is the one on the low. The one that truly gets her watery, gets her juices going, is the one she know deep down inside she cannot be with, and she cannot post if she's already dealing with him on the low. She knows she can't post him because that's the one. But I'm definitely going to have to do a part 2 to this. We're going to decode the modern femme, the modern female, the modern woman. We're going to decode her behavior on and off of social media. One thing you will realize as you gain experience is that most of these women have the same mindset. They just have different names. You look them, you do your inventory, same purse, same names, damn near, same hair, same car, same phone. They do the same shit. So she cannot be too much different than the last one that you dealt with. And more than likely, your environment normally dictates the type of women you engage frequently. So look at your surroundings, look at your environment, and ask yourself, are you in an alkaline environment? Ask yourself, are you in the supreme environment to where you only get the best of everything? If you're not in that environment, you need to get in the lab, do the work, and then get into a new environment where the spoils are plentiful, healthy, wholesome, and rich. But you guys, let me know what you think about this video. Like, comment, subscribe. It's the Date Master.